I'm gonna say something really crazy for you, but self-help industry is actually made up on a biggest lie that you can ever imagine, and this is why. For the last year, I was completely stuck in a career path and to understand what I want to be in life, so that's why I started reading books. I've read something around 50 books, and the biggest lesson I ever received from it is actually not in the books. No lesson or advice I have ever used from these books. So this is why I want to understand, is this really helping to someone, or is this really one of the biggest piece of lie that can ever exist in our lives? So, and let's be honest, everyone you look, you see that everyone is telling you to read more books, to be more educated, or even go hard work. Go working really hard as you can ever imagine, like David Goggins telling that working hard is actually paying off. And also they say that success formula is somewhere in these books. And you see books like Think and Grow Rich that have been sold for like 100 million copies around the world, or maybe a Rich Dad and Poor Dad that actually have significant amount of sold copies as well. And the message is pretty clear that if you read this book, actually they're gonna be a success formula somewhere up there that's gonna help you to grow. So I went all in. I bought like a 50 business book that I have read for like 1 year. And my message was pretty clear. I want to see if this is gonna change my life, or I'm gonna stuck at the same place where I've been a year ago. And let me be clear. And actually what I've got from there is actually changed my life. But in reality, there is not something that was hiding in the books. It was something that was hiding above all these books that I have read. Now let's be honest. All these books have one simple topic. Follow these 7 steps and you're gonna become rich or successful or whatever. And they making it look like that becoming successful is the kind of the same thing that is waking up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or maybe doing your daily routine. And they make success look really clean or like a straight line. And what you need to do is just exactly follow the plan and do nothing more. And from my side, I thought that I'm gonna be one of the money printing machine after this year when I'm gonna read all these books that I have bought. But in reality, there is no kind of thing of a step-by-step instruction so you can make your life easier or successful one day. And actually I understood only one thing about all this stuff. All these kind of expert gurus or whatever, they trying to sell you a dream, not the lessons and not the step-by-step instruction. And it's actually one of the everyone's choices to become something they really want to become. And all you need to remember, they're not selling you the step-by-step instruction. They're selling you a dream that you want to live in and be in. And that is why I give you one of the first lesson. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The first few months I was upset with productivity hacks, and at that time I thought, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. Yeah, maybe it sucks in the beginning, but in reality I got more things done. I got time for myself, time for my daily routine, and etc. And I will start trying to schedule in every free minute that I have, just to, doing more things in the less time. And I read the first book that called Deep Work at the 5 a.m. Club. I'm trying to be efficient as possible, but in reality I become more stressful and more busier than I was before. And then I read the next book that called Essentialism. And it kind of changed my thinking as well. You see, in this book is kind of one idea. Do less, but do it better. That was telling me the book before, but it's actually about the important stuff that you need to do. What truly is important and what you actually can get rid of. And I was in a kind of a bridge where the gurus told me to create a fast engine that's gonna do more things in less time. But after this book, I just started understanding that maybe the faster engine is not the solution for everything else. And maybe I need to do one of the quality ones, but the one that's gonna help me to reach more distance than the faster one. They're gonna break into pieces in a couple of days. And I'm gonna say that actually this book pretty helped me to understand where's my path is and if I'm even in the right path. So when I read this book, I hit my to-do list in my notes, and I understand that there is actually a lot of tasks that I don't need actually to do. And I'm starting saying no to some of the things. So likewise, I want to start a business, I want to create these first steps, but in reality, do I ever need to start a business like that if I had the 3 others that I'm actually developing on? Do I need a 4th one to just try to earn a couple thousand of bucks, or maybe I should improve the existing one and try to develop their income for like not like a couple thousand more, but like 10,000 more. And this is one of the actually first breakpoints that helped me a lot to understand where's my path is and what I'm actually doing in my life. And I remember this quote that's saying, the goal isn't to do a million small tasks, but it's to focus on a few things that really matters to you. So the next one is pretty actually good, but all the books that I have read is actually telling me to build a really good habits. For years, I tried to be consistent. I got motivation. I started going to the gym for like 2 weeks and then I'm like exhausted and I feel like a burnout. And the book started to tell me that I need just more willpower for that, but in reality, no, I don't need that. You see, when you start doing something, it's okay to feel exhausted or maybe a burnout after a week or 2 weeks, but in that point, you need to just start doing the same things. Maybe you don't like it, maybe you don't want it, but you need to do that just to get something. So, like Cristiano Ronaldo said, no one ever likes going to the gym every year, but somehow he still do that. Even though he doesn't like it, he doesn't feel it, but he's still doing that. And the book Atomic Habits actually telling me one of the biggest advice is not to read the book, but to become a reader. And this is one of the key, or maybe the goal isn't to run for a 5 mile, but it's the goal to become a runner. Or maybe go into the gym. The goal isn't to get yourself a nice body, but to become an athlete. And this is actually working on the businesses too. And the message is pretty clear. If you want to change your habits, you need to stop worrying about what you do, but to start with the belief who you actually are. You see, the biggest life in the self-help industry is actually selling you the success formula, or just gonna say like that. They selling you a secret. You see, books like The Secret or Think and Grow Rich, they actually selling you the idea of secrets inside them. And that the hidden formula is somewhere up there that if you're gonna unlock it and you're gonna become someone you really believe you are. But in reality, there is a little trap. You see, we see winners and the only winners, but we forget about the losers that tried to do the same thing and failed. And yes, there is kind of a quote that the winner is just a loser who tried again, but not in this case, unfortunately. You can try to do for like 100 times the same thing and reading some sort of true stories for like, let's say an example of Nike founder, book Shoe Dog. You see that their path isn't really clear every time. They making the mistakes, they doing the wrong things, and they just try to do something. And is this path clear? No, it's not. But they're testing ideas that might help them to become someone they really wanted to be. The idea was freeing. I stopped looking for the one trick to success. I realized the value of these books wasn't in their answers, but in the question they make me ask myself. You see, the point isn't to copy someone's 7 habits that they're using for their entire life, but to use their ideas to start your own ideas. So, as an example, you just can't start. You see, the success isn't about finding the perfect plan. It's being okay with not knowing what's gonna be next, just to continue working. So after all these 50 books that I have read, do I become rich? No. Do I have perfect body? No. I still have a problem with me. I still have some issues, and that's perfectly okay. But in exchange, I got something more valuable than I can ever expect it to have after all this experience. The real change wasn't actually in the secrets or formulas or habits that I read from all these books, but in the habits that I've built for myself. I read all these books for a whole year. I made myself one simple goal and I made it. And this is actually one of the biggest lessons that can ever be with you. And honestly, I become a little bit more clever. I just to find other words while I read on my. Before I start reading, I completely doesn't know any English words, but like we see now, I just start understanding something. Do I got my dream job? Well, no, but do I got my dream job, or do I understand where the path is going? Yes, that's completely fine. I stopped looking for the fast or short time money-making methods, but I started going for the long run. I just started understanding that maybe if I'm gonna do the same thing for the 15 years ahead, I will end up more successful, more disciplined, and maybe even more richer than I am now. Actually, from the actual books that say me the true stories, I understand there is no any perfect path in the life. There's gonna be a good moments in your life and there's gonna be a bad moments in your life where the shit all coming ahead and you're gonna drown in it. But after some time you're gonna have a really nice, I don't know, cup of beer, just to remember all these moments that you have been through with the real friends or maybe a real girlfriend, wife, whatever. So it's gonna be okay with you. And this is actually my experience that I got to know, and I really wanted to know what is your experience. So go to the comments, write what is your experience about the books that you have read, and please tell me if I'm wrong in something, and also hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And before we're gonna move forward, you need to see if the modern job or modern work is actually modern slavery, or is just the imagination of, or it's maybe just some, things that just happen. And before you're gonna continue to the other video, there is a video about the modern work and if it's actually a modern slavery. So thank you for watching this video, and also subscribe to the Telegram channel where you can see all the improvements for you, and maybe you see a list of books that I have read for this year, and I'm gonna mark one of the best ones. So thank you for watching, and bye.